And welcome back here with another episode on Don Testify. It's me, Emmanuel, right back with Goetz and Will.
Yep.
What up?
So let's get right started. This is a big news right here. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson bought the XFL for $15 million and saved them from bankruptcy. So the XFL is still coming back next year. What are you guys' thoughts about that?
Watching the XFL, I hated watching it. It was so terrible. I don't think there's a market for it. Who wants to watch this stuff? It's just not good football. It's like less quality than you see at the college level. And I don't know why the Rock would buy it. I don't think it's a good investment for him. It was probably super cheap anyway.
Yeah, for him, I feel like it would be super cheap. But the cool thing about the XFL was the kickoffs, where
They
they're
had some good
completely
ideas.
different. But it's also like, yeah, I don't know. It's not really gonna change
Just
what I
such
do for. Like, I'm
bad
not gonna
quality
watch.
of
I'm not gonna
football.
sit there and watch them. I'd rather watch Downingtown West play football.
Yeah, and you can't support these teams because you have no connection to them because they started yesterday.
Yeah. Still, it's kind of cool that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just bought it, just like saved it, I guess. But it's like people don't really watch it, so that's kind of.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like in the whole entire season, there was only one good player, and that player just got signed to a contract with the Carolina Panthers, PJ Walker.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Played for Temple too, right?
Yeah. You know what they should do? So XFL is like WWE football. So let's make it scripted and let's actually make it interesting. You know? I might watch that because the quality is never going to be the same as the NFL. But if you make like the storyline like that someone on the other team had an affair with the quarterback's wife or something and they're going to get in a fight or something. I don't know. I need some storylines to keep it interesting.
Scripted.
Like WWE style.
Yeah, but the first thing you think of was like a defensive back having an affair with the quarterback's wife.
I don't know. Something. I need something.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. It would make more sense that the quarterback had an affair with the defensive back wife. That shows that the defensive back wanted to sack the crap out of the quarterback. But
yeah, something like that. I just said that off the cuff. I don't know, but I need some like WWE-esque storylines where players have beef with each other and.
That. Okay. So we're going to take that idea and throw it away in the trash right now because that was terrible. Like, I don't really watch the WWE in the first place because like it's fake wrestling, anyways. Like so why would we want to watch scripted football?
People watch WWE.
I watched it when I was like
2,
younger,
5.
when I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah. But a lot of people still watch it. A lot of people are big fans of that. Like it matters to them.
Yeah.
That's just so odd, I feel.
Maybe we should have some scripted basketball like Ben Simmons.
They already do.
Sometimes you feel like the NBA is a little scripted, you know?
They already do a scripted basketball.
Like in 2010.
Just like you said, just like you guys said a few podcasts ago about the draft, about the whole draft, scripted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
LeBron not winning the MVPs, scripted. That's what you guys think. Mm-hmm. But when it only affects something that doesn't go your way.
Or like, there's a game 6 and they want to stretch it to game 7 because it makes a lot more money.
Kings versus Lakers in 2002.
Yeah.
They don't want to see the Kings playing the Nets in the finals. They want to see the Lakers, and so or Milwaukee versus Philadelphia when Allen Iverson shot more free throws than the whole entire Bucks team. It should have been Milwaukee versus LA, but no, they have the storyline of Allen Iverson, the only All-Star on the team, carrying his team to the playoffs. They'd rather have that as their storyline instead of Ray Allen, the Bucks, a small market team, going against a big town, big market team. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But let's go on to the next news. So UConn football. So UConn plans to not play their football in 2020. It will become the first college football team to cancel the season due to the coronavirus pandemic. What are you guys' thoughts about this?
Well, UConn football is terrible anyway. They're not good at football, so they might as well skip their season because nobody cares. The schools that really care, that are going to have their season no matter what, are the SEC schools like Alabama.
And Big Ten,
So
Big 12
the
schools
good
too.
teams.
Yeah. Teams who make like the substantial amount of their money off of football. Like UConn probably makes more money off their women's basketball team that dominates.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Kind of pumped for this college football season. So Oklahoma State going on.
Oh my gosh.
Top 10. I'm calling it.
Okay, well, top 10 doesn't get you anything.
No, I don't watch college football regularly, so it doesn't really it's not like much of an
College
impact
football
on my
is
life.
better. College sports are just better. Football and basketball.
Oh,
Basketball, March Madness is
that's the only time I watch
that's
it.
just intense. What did you say, Manny? Sorry.
Only time I watch college is late in the season, not beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Because college football, there's no defense. The scores late 90 to 80 every single time. It's like watching.
Yeah.
And they're like they just broke the new record for most points in a game.
Can I see the
yeah.
record for most sacks in the game?
This guy's 15 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
No, but that's how it feels right now with this new NBA bubble, because you have a 1:00 game, you have a 4:00 game, a 6:30 game, and a 9:00 game. So it feels like March Madness right now. So I'm loving it.
I love it.
Yeah, if UConn is as bad as Goetz and many say it is at
Sucks.
football, so I wouldn't particularly care if since they canceled the season, but that's just me.
And in other news, another unknown school that no one really cares about, Colorado State University, launched an investigation of student athletes being told to ignore all COVID-19 protocols. What are you guys' thoughts about this?
Okay, one more thing before we get into this. I just looked it up. UConn football was 2-10 last year with an 0-8 record in their conference. But what was he saying? UCF had a thing where they were ignoring the protocols. Yeah, no. Colorado State. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Manny, what was it again? Colorado State?
Colorado State student athletes had been told to ignore all COVID-19 protocols.
Oh gosh, that's just a bad look,
Yeah, that's ridiculous, actually.
I mean, the protocols are kind of all just for show because, I have it here too. Like you play soccer, but it's like you arrive on the field with a mask, but then you play a whole soccer game. Like what? What was the point? So it's all kind of just for show. Like if you have to do it so that you can play, then you got to do it.
Yeah. Same thing with football. With the arrive onto the field, practice 30 minutes with the mask on. Then we do our actual workouts and stuff. We can take off the mask and stuff. Only time we wear masks is when we're near the school and stuff where people can see us. It's all for show. Mm-hmm. Not really for really safety right here. They still tell us to stay 6 feet apart, but kids be there's some soccer kids be how soccer kids are.
Yo, Manny.
Not even kids.
I think
do so.
It is just kind of for show at this point, because in the bubble it's not really anymore, because that's everyone's all just chilling there. No one in, no one out. It's whatever. But college sports, if they have to take the test, or if they're not gonna take the test every time they play, because they're gonna be in and out of the college campus, I'd say a lot. It's just It's just a bad look for
It's
college
just a
football
bad look.
overall.
Yeah.
Bad look of college. So another college story right here at Texas Tech. There was a whole entire scandal going on about the women's basketball organization. Of there was a allegation against the women's college coach, Marlene Shorlings, who she just got fired for alleged of culture abuse in her program. What are you guys' thoughts about this?
Hold on. Say that again. Repeat
Sorry, I
that.
zoned out for 1 second.
Yeah. Okay. So, Texas Tech women's college basketball coach, she got fired for alleged of cultural abuse in her program.
I've never heard the phrase culture abuse. You know, I if you could look into it and like see what the specifics is, but I've just never heard that phrase. Must be a new one.
Like most of the players feel like they've been under abuse in under her system since like 2018. So I think that's
Women's college basketball.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they should fire her. I guess coaching college sports is a privilege, not a right. So if your players don't like you and your results aren't that good, then just go home.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about the cultural abuse. Like
I don't know what that would entail, but like I guess just say it this way, like if your players aren't getting along with you and you're not creating a culture where your players like you, then I think you got to get rid of the coach anyway.
Yeah. You just need a strong like chemistry and bond between the team.
Yeah.
For your sport or for your team to succeed at all in the first place. And then if you already hate the coach, if you don't have a good chemistry with your coach, it's already horrible.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the Sixers, like I don't want to bring the NBA into it, but like I feel like the Sixers, if they had a way better coach, they would be higher in the East at least, like way higher in the East.
I feel like the players, if they had a better coach, like quality of like, just knowing and making adjustments.
Oh
but
yeah.
I think they like him at least. I think they get along with Brett Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they don't get along with him. It's just like it's just all horrible.
The reason why Brett Brown's still the head coach because Joel and Ben Simmons are protecting Brett Brown. And that's the only reason why he's still there.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Like, if they want to still keep Brett Brown, they can just make him assistant coach. But
don't.
No, that's stupid. You have your head coach and you're like, okay, Brett, we're gonna move you to assistant. I hope you're okay with that. Nah, he wouldn't stand for that. Just fire him at that point. Why do you want to keep him around?
Because the players like him.
I don't.
It's just bad energy.
Then make him 15th. Make him the 15th man on the roster. We'll sign him to a 10-day contract over and over again. Yeah. I just don't like that guy anymore, and yeah, it's bad.
Okay, so in other news, Pac-12 football. There's a group of Pac-12 football players starting to opt out of the 2020 season unless their demands are met. What are you guys' thoughts about this?
Pac-12, it's a good conference. You like to watch it. That's like Oregon, USC. Those schools who can be good in years. A lot of times they don't even make the tournaments though, which is kind of a shame. But I don't know what their demands are, but you see it in every sport, players opting out if they just think it's not worth it for them. But then also playing college sports is like a privilege. So some other guy can take your job. There's enough good football players out there.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't know what the demands are that they're insisting on in order for them to keep playing. I didn't know they were I need this if you want me. If they were that good, if they're really that good, I don't know what's up. Like, I don't know why they need them to well, my thing logged out. I don't know why they need them to like would they even care? Would they even care at that point if one or two players' demands weren't met?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of these
If it-
guys just want to play.
Honestly, like for football, like college football players, I feel like they're more easy to replace than like most of the sports
yeah.
because you have freshmen, you got sophomores, you got people who
People
walk
coming in
on.
all the time.
Like
Yeah.
if it was
for
like
sure.
basketball, like it's probably more harder to replace those players because like you can actually because you probably can know the full roster, the full starting lineup in basketball than football because
Yeah, and if there was one conference that you would think that wouldn't play, I'd like the big ones, you would think it'd be like Pac-12 because that's West Coast and, those places don't look like they want to reopen at all anytime soon. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But in other news, the Big Ten and Big East are among conferences having preliminary talks about playing in a 2021 season in a bubble, like the NBA and NHL.
I think it's a good idea. Like interconference with your teams, that could be some great television, honestly.
I don't know. I don't know if it would work, honestly.
There's just
Where are
a
they
lot of guys. You need to keep track of a lot of guys.
and where are they gonna put them? Are they gonna clear out one college campus and say
You
bye
could
bye,
do
bye
that.
bye?
See, that's a good idea already. One college campus
Like
that's just
most
doing like
colleges are
swagger.
not even having students there. Like I'm pretty sure like my sister's is doing online school at Clemson, so because they canceled the whole entire semester there, so you know how
So no Clemson football, or
no there's
No,
canceled
the
like
football players will definitely still play. In a
yeah
big program like Clemson,
yeah,
yeah
I know. I was messing with you, but that's just like weird that people could do online school and then boom, you just still hear that the football players are going at it and the basketball players are going at it. It's
yeah, it'd be
pretty.
strange. But like if they did a bubble at just like Penn State's campus, I just think the only thing is logistics is like these are kids and they're going to be so much harder to keep track of than all the NBA players.
well
Yeah, but you'll have more like Lou Will incidents with all these young guys. 50 guys per squad.
Yeah. Instead of 15, if they can't
Yeah, but you
handle
could
one
keep them all at
veteran
Penn
NBA
State's
player.
campus. That's like Penn State's in the middle of nowhere. Like there's just Penn State.
Can you though? How long do you think you can keep them in? Do you think you can keep them in for 4 months?
I don't know, whatever they spend at college usually, they're away from home then. A lot of these kids
Also,
are.
with more people around the campus, so that they know already, not
Yeah, but
just
they already
new
live with
random.
like the football people. Those are probably their best friends. Their football
Yeah, but
team.
if you have classes with other people, it's just weird seeing. Oh, the rival team that we play, we're staying next door to them in the same college campus. You know what I
They
mean?
like to mess them
Especially,
up.
yeah
it's just like weird, especially in
Okay,
college. Like
it's
I understand
logistically
the NBA.
difficult, but
imagine like
Yeah,
Michigan State
like if you had Ohio State and
Ohio
Penn
State.
State like staying in next to in like
yeah, exactly.
same floor or something.
Yeah but let's get to the NBA recap week 2 of the bubble. So as
Cool.
you guys know, TJ Warren's going off, like looking like
I watched a lot more of this weekend. This week.
a lot. He's looking like the reincarnation of Michael Jordan himself, averaging like
Except for yesterday,
what happened. I didn't saw
Except for yesterday, bro. Of course.
7 for 20 or something like that.
7 for
Oh my
20.
gosh.
The one game. The one game.
Okay. Well,
Yesterday he went 13 for 17.
really? Versus the Suns?
Oh, versus the Suns. Okay, am I looking at the wrong game?
Yeah, they lost to the Suns. I can't imagine he went 13 for 17 in a loss.
He didn't. I saw he had 18 shots in
Oh
each
yeah,
shot.
Okay, I'm looking at the wrong game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Suns, the only undefeated team in the bubble right now.
They're like 2.5 games out of the playoffs now. I thought they were one of
Yeah.
those teams that was just in the bubble and they were just going to leave, but
No. And then
Like the Wizards.
Pelicans and Grizzlies are losing all their games.
yeah, tell
Pelicans
me
are
about it.
done. Pelicans are done.
Yeah, Pelicans are not making the playoffs. I'm happy about it. Like Zion's not gonna be in the playoffs because the NBA loves
There's
Zion.
4 more games. There's 4 more games for every team in 8 through 13.
If you're gonna be the
And
Trailblazers or the Suns, it's gonna make the 8th seed in my opinion, and the Spurs too.
Grizzlies haven't won. Pelicans are 1-3. Kings are 1-3. Spurs are 2-2. Suns are 4-0. Trailblazers are 3-1. So it's gonna be very close.
Trailblazers are legit. Like, this is such a different team. They got back Yusuf Nurkic and Zach Collins. Like, it's a different team now.
Trailblazers have a hard schedule though. They play the Clippers. Hold on. They play the Clippers, the Sixers, the Mavericks, and the Nets. So 3 of their next 4 games are hard. Where the Suns have the Mavericks, hold on. Oh, they have the Sixers too, don't they? Yeah, Sixers, Thunder, Mavericks, and
Who are you talking about? The
the
Grizzlies or
Heat.
the Suns?
No, the Suns have Heat, Sixers, Mavericks, and what was the other one? Thunder, and then the Trailblazers have Sixers, Mavericks. I forget the other one I named,
Dang, that's tough.
but just like they both have pretty hard schedules, and they play 2 of the same teams, so that could be.
The Trailblazers getting into the 8th seed scares me for the Lakers. Scares me. Because that's not a sweep. You're not going to sweep them. Especially with how they've been playing in the bubble.
I want to see the Suns in the playoffs. That's what
I want to see the Suns in the playoffs.
Yeah,
The Suns will be gone in 4 games if they're the 8th seed, but
see Devin Booker been going off lately. Game
no.
2, game.
I know. Don't remind me.
Over Paul George.
Game winner, Paul George.
Sounds familiar to me.
Ivica Zubac got the offensive rebound. No, Zubac gets the defensive rebound and just chucked it out of bounds. Oh my gosh, I was sick to my stomach
And then
watching that.
he did a spin move on Kawhi and then shot it over Paul George. 2 the top 10 defensive players in the league.
Top 5.
Yeah.
That's so rough.
Paul George?
That is so rough. I'd say Paul George is an elite defender, but
Paul George is elite.
No matter how many buzzer beaters have been hit on him, I saw a video and it was like, Manny sent it.
Mm-hmm.
That's because he's the best defender on all those teams, and they're like, okay, this guy's gonna take the final shot.
Yeah,
let's put him on. But sometimes you can play good defense and they'll still just make it. That's just how basketball works sometimes.
Dame Lillard, that was a really difficult deep fading shot from the logo. And it's like,
and the Devin Booker one, he was right in his face.
He literally got his hand right under the ball.
He did a spin move on Kawhi because Kawhi was originally guarding him, and Paul George came up to help.
Yeah, exactly. So it wasn't even. It was like
on 2K, that's a heavily contested.
It's literally like a light skin shooting a shot with a girl with 2 ugly friends guarding him, like Hall of Fame. That's why I saw the shot. But yeah, this photo is nice. Like right here, the hand.
No,
shot.
It's not. It's not.
No, it's not.
What this?
Manny thinks he's funny.
What?
Think you're funny, man. Bringing back rough memories.
What else we got in NBA recap?
What else? Jonathan Isaac. Him getting injured.
Such a shame.
Yeah. The only person who didn't take a knee gets injured. Oh my gosh, screw you.
Greg Popovich didn't take a knee either, but he
Yeah.
was wearing the shirt.
Mhm.
But Greg Popovich, I think he's a veteran, so I understand why he didn't take a knee. And
Yeah.
then Myers Leonard didn't take one either
Yeah,
because
Myers
he's got.
Leonard didn't.
But Jonathan Isaac, he was like, I'm not gonna wear the shirt. I'm not gonna take a knee.
It's super,
And
super stupid. Like the lately acting like, oh, do you think black lives don't matter? I'm like, well, he's like, I'm pretty sure I'm black, so
yeah, it's like if you don't agree with their narrative, then like you can't. Like his point, I think the way I understood it was like, I don't think this is the way to do it. Like I agree with the issue, but I don't think this is the way to do it. And they're just like, they just can't accept that. They're like, wearing the T-shirt and taking a knee is the only way.
yeah.
No, the MLB players held the black ribbon. I thought that was like
That was way
that was
better.
like a decent. Yeah, that was a pretty good way. It's like I just don't. Hey, some leagues are just smarter than others. I'd say MLB that was the best way
Yeah.
to do it so far.
But like
The
anyway, I
black
don't know
ribbon.
why sports, like the origin of the word sports is from like I saw this somewhere. It's like the origin of the word sport is like from sport, an old French thing that means like to distract from. Like we don't like I want to watch a basketball game. I don't want to watch like this political grandstanding or anything,
Yeah. I think what else happened? Oh yeah, I saw this story. It's kind of funny. Turns out to be there's a little cake thief going around the NBA bubble. Someone's like going around hotels and stealing people's cakes and stuff. Happened to the Pelicans
That's kind of
for
funny.
Derek Favors when his birthday cake got stolen and no one knows what happened. So yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
And then the Blazers try to reach out to Trevor Ariza to convince him. Hopefully he says yes to that. Oh yeah, Jaren Jackson Jr. That's what I forgot. Out for the whole entire season with a torn meniscus.
That's a shame.
So Goetz, you know who we're hammering today? Thunder.
The Grizzlies play the OKC Thunder.
Yeah.
OKC Thunder minus 4.5. Hammer it.
Hammer. That's our lock of the week. We should start doing that. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, we could bring it back. We did like the first episode where it was just me and James, but yeah, we could do it again. Oh gosh.
Okay. Sheesh, Fatty. Brutal.
That's brutal.
Yeah. So that's like the Jaren Jackson Jr. being out, and like the Grizzlies are losing so many games too. That's gonna hurt a lot.
Oh, yeah.
They look bad, man.
Like they don't look the same because they was playing so much better basketball like before the bubble. And as soon as they got in the bubble, they looking like the worst team in the whole entire league.
Yeah.
Like the Cavs.
The thing is, like,
They might be missing if
momentum is like the thing.
Such a young team, especially for young teams. Momentum is big.
Because they had the momentum when the season just stopped. Like all their momentum just went down the drain. Same thing with the Pelicans too. Pelicans are also struggling. They was riding on the momentum of winning games too. A young team then started losing games when they got in the bubble.
Yeah.
So, Ben Simmons out for a couple games. That's not really serious. Aaron Gordon's injured.
A couple games. Are you sure?
I think one game or two.
Oh, actually, that's awesome.
I thought I saw like Ben Simmons seeking treatment on like the left knee or something. I thought he was done.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I thought he was out for a while.
He beat the Bucks, but the Bucks don't really care.
Yeah, so did the Nets. The Nets also beat the Bucks, didn't they?
But they already clinched the number 1 seed already, so.
I know they didn't like even play Giannis in the second half.
Yeah, but unlike some teams that did clinch number 1 seed, the Thunder with LeBron and AD playing, they have all healthy players, but we didn't have Dennis Schroeder, Ferguson, Musala, all these other players not playing.
Like,
They'll beat the Lakers too. LeBron shot like 3 for 17 or something. Bad like that. Anthony Davis shot 3
yeah,
for.
that happens in a regular season game, but in a 7-game series in the
Yeah,
playoffs,
Lakers
you
gonna-
don't have a chance. The best team wins.
I know, but I'm feeling only chance of Thunder making the second round if we play the Jazz or Nuggets.
Yeah.
'Cause
Manny, I
said-
don't think Ben Simmons is missing a few games.
Really?
I think he's gonna miss. It says right here. It says on Wednesday night against the Washington Wizards, Simmons suffered a knee injury. While it wasn't bad enough to keep him from walking up the court and back to the team's locker room without assistance, it will be significant enough to make him miss time. At the moment, Simmons and the Sixers are still working on a recovery plan for his left kneecap subluxation.
So hopefully he'll be back by playoff time. He will definitely be back.
Playoffs, I don't know. That's rough. It was like partially dislocated left kneecap or something. That's so rough. That's
Yeah, so what else has been going on for week 2? You guys think of anything else? Oh, okay, yeah.
the Pacers.
The Pacers. Yeah, we already talked about TJ Warren destroying the Sixers.
I know, but
TJ
Pacers are
Warren.
going crazy. Bucks have lost last. Oh no, they have. Bucks won yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah. Honestly, TJ Warren, like my friend was telling me this. He said TJ Warren versus the Sixers are like it's like Andrew Wiggins versus the Thunder. Having the greatest games always against those teams. Like I'm pretty sure like TJ Warren averaged like 30 points a game against the Sixers, and like Andrew Wiggins averaged like 30 points a game against the Thunder.
Yeah. The Raptors still undefeated in the regular season of the bubble, not the exhibition games. Like the actual start of the season, they're undefeated. They're 3-0, and the Wizards are 0-4. Looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Lakers are 2-3.
Honestly,
Wow.
I feel like the Wizards could have made the playoffs if Bradley Beal and David Bertans and John Wall decided to play, because the Nets had no one, so like they can easily fall out of the 7th spot. But
Yeah, they messed up.
Yeah. But John was still recovering for his ACL. He hasn't played in 2 years. Bradley
Yeah.
Beal doesn't see the point of playing without John Wall. And then David
Yeah,
Bertans is a free agent, so he doesn't want to risk getting injured.
He's good. He'd be a good pickup for any team. A stretch four
Yeah,
like
the
David.
Sixers were looking for him.
Yes,
looking at him
please,
earlier
come on.
this-
Get him. They
thought
were
him
looking for him
so
like at
good.
the trade deadline or something, right?
Yeah. The Magic. The
Sixers
Magic
gonna,
are 8
Sixers
seed.
gonna be like, yo, we're gonna get David Bertans. Don't get David Bertans. Sign who else? Lamont, like someone like a 35-year-old player. He used to be good like 5 years ago. 3 years, $80 million contract for no reason. Like Al Horford.
Didn't need to say that one.
Yeah, I couldn't say that, but just want to remind.
I was gonna say it. I was gonna say it if you didn't, honestly.
Yeah. In our news, so the NBA Coach Association just voted on their co-coaches of the year, and the co-coaches of the year is Mike Budenholzer of the Milwaukee Bucks and Billy Donovan of the Oklahoma City Thunder. So looking at this, it's looking great for Thunder right now. See how everybody thought we were going to tank. We're going to be one of the worst teams in the leagues, and now we're the tie. Well, I think we're tie 5th. No, wait, no, we're not tie 5th. We're at 6th right now, but we're tied. But if we win the game tonight, we be tied with the Rockets in 4th. So we can be 4th or 5th right now. So It's looking good for the Thunder, having a better record than the Sixers, that's for sure. Just want to remind you.
But not the Bucks, right?
Yeah, we're not better than the Bucks.
Yeah. Then what makes you think? What makes you think that he should be coach of the year? Billy Donovan should be coach of the year.
Because, like,
Why would it be the Bucks coach? I'd get Nick Nurse before I'd make the Bucks coach.
Yeah,
like,
I would as well.
Like the Bucks are regular season warriors. That's all. But like,
They
Yeah.
choke in the playoffs.
it's not like he did something that wasn't crazy expected. Like we knew the Bucks were going to be good this year, but people were like, nope, the Raptors are going to fall off, or they were like,
Oh,
OKC is in rebuild mode,
listen,
and those teams actually did well.
the Heat and the Raptors will
Kirk Spoelstra
be
as well.
the Heat and the Raptors, depending on the matchups. Actually, no, they'll play each other in the second round of the playoffs, won't they? If the Bucks win, dude, I was gonna say that's gonna be the conference finals right there, but it's not. They're good. Both those teams though are sleepers.
well,
The
Thunder.
Heat
Yeah.
and the Raptors.
Heat and the Raptors, like they have good records, but everyone's like, oh Bucks are gonna come out of the East. No, those
They're
teams,
not.
Bucks
I
are
feel like the
records.
the
Bucks aren't
Raptors
made
are
for the
still so
playoffs.
good.
Like,
I feel like the Bucks are made to win regular season games and finish the number 1 seed, but they're not made for the playoffs.
The Raptors and the Heat are just really good.
The Heat
Like they,
was such a surprise. Like their roster came out of nowhere.
honestly, I
yeah,
think the Heat, sure, like, are just is a bigger surprise than the Thunder. Because honestly,
Well, no, I thought the Thunder were gonna be rebuild, like complete rebuild, because they did it well too. They have so many draft picks now, but
and he was thought that Damian Lillard sent us to rebuild mode, but whose team's in the playoff and whose team's not? That I want to say. That I like to say. That's what I like to say. You don't see the Trailblazers in the playoffs. No, they're not even in the playoffs. They're like the ninth seed right now.
I will tomorrow. I'll see him in the
No.
playoffs tomorrow.
No, I like to see the Suns in the playoffs. I really want the
Actually,
Suns.
if the Grizzlies lose today, are they in?
Oh no, they're 2 games ahead of them, right? Or a game ahead.
Dude, if the Thunder beat the Grizzlies today, I think they're half a
then
game
the
up.
Grizzlies are probably like, then the Grizzlies move back like 1/2 game, and then like when the Trailblazers win, they'll probably be ahead.
No, if they have the
If the
matchup already.
If the Grizzlies lose, their Trailblazers are in. But
wow.
the Suns are 2 games behind them. The Suns
You
are.
know, you got to think about that too, Micey. Grizzlies are thinking this a must win.
Yeah,
No,
Thunder.
I
hold on.
want the Thunder to win, but like I don't want the Trailblazers in the playoffs. That's the last thing I want.
So the Thunder, no, the Jazz. Yeah, this game's a must-win for the Thunder because the Jazz, this is the game they'll probably lose because they don't have any of their players. This is where they catch up. The Thunder catches up to the 4 and the 5 seed. They're all 43 and 25, and then it can go anywhere from there.
And then we still got the Mavericks who are 3 games behind us.
They're not 3 games, are they? Oh my God, they are. Oh yeah, they're 41 and 30.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna catch up to the 6th, 5th, or 4th spot. Unless the Jazz just lose all
Mavericks just clinched the 7 seed.
Yeah. The Thunder clinched their spot, so before the bubble.
Hold on, Mavericks have 4 more games.
Oh, there's 4 games left already? Dang.
I mean, 5 for you guys.
Yeah.
You're the only team in the league with 5 left.
Let's go. No.
Actually, I think the Celtics might have, or no, the Raptors. The Raptors and the Thunder are the only 2 teams. But Thunder, this is a must-win for them. 43, go to 43 and 25, and then it's 4, 5, and 6 are up for grabs.
Yep. You know, the Thunder has to have the same record for the past 4 years.
The Grizzlies Trailblazers right here.
And Billy
this today
Donovan's
could
had a
be.
different team every year. That's
Mhm.
what I find impressive about him.
You know, a lot of people, like even me, like I didn't like Billy Donovan because how his
Because
rotations.
how KD and Westbrook ended, because
Yeah, and
KD just felt like the ball was in Westbrook's hand too much. But at that point, not a lot of people liked Billy Donovan. But he's
yeah,
a
and
good
then
coach.
like when his rotation with like when he had Paul George and Russ and Carmelo, he just let Carmelo walk all over him because Carmelo should have came off the bench in the first place. We should have had Jeremy Grant starting over Carmelo.
Carmelo's so overrated.
Yeah.
He thinks he's that guy that he used to be, but he's just not.
Even when he was in
He-
his prime
he
in the
could-
Knicks, the only thing he did was like one playoff series with the New York Knicks. And then when he actually had a good team in Denver, like he only made out the first round like one time, and that's when he went to the conference finals against the Lakers.
Yeah, did you see that thing that Dame said? He was like, I think it's like a joke that people don't think Carmelo's a Hall of Famer. If it wasn't basketball, he probably wouldn't be a Hall of Famer. But, you know, basketball is like the easiest Hall of Fame to get into. Like, it's such a joke. But if this was like baseball, they would be like, where is your success? What have you done?
Yeah. Me and my dad were looking up Bob Boone the other day. He's not in the Hall of Fame. He only has 105 home runs, but he has 7 Gold Gloves as a catcher
Mm.
and 4 All-Star appearances. And then he compared him to someone else. He's like his averages are way better. I forget the guy we compared him to, but his averages were way better than this guy. But he had 300 more home runs than him, and he only had 1 Gold Glove. So it's like it's just like it's
Yeah,
the
defense
way
is
they do it
something
is
in
odd.
baseball, but like the offense is still more important. I'd say like you're not going to be successful in the majors if you can't hit. But like some guys really can't play defense at all.
If you can't hit,
Like you're more likely to be good in baseball if you can hit but can't field than if you field well but can't hit.
yeah.
So let's get right back to basketball right here. J. Cole is thinking about trying to try out for the NBA, and the Pistons offered J. Cole a tryout. You think J. Cole
This
can?
is a joke. How old is J. Cole? Like 34?
He's in his 20s.
He's good for a rapper. This is such a joke. Like NBA is
So
such a
wait, the
different
Pistons
level.
are the Pistons in the bubble or no?
No.
Exactly. That's why they're trying. That's why they're trying out a rapper right now. They're trying out
Some
a
publicity or
rapper.
something.
Just like what? Why? He's not. He's good for a rapper.
Yeah, I don't think people
Obviously.
understand how big, like how good these NBA guys are.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you see with like TJ Warren. You know, the guy gets traded for cash considerations, but on any given night he can go off for 50.
And we could say the same thing to you, Goetz, where it's like the Isaiah Thomas thing that you always talk about.
Okay,
Like,
well,
he's 5'9", but he's an NBA player for a reason.
and yeah, and he's got enough vertical to probably make up for it, and you know he's stronger than me and everything. But like nowadays, he is really, really bad. I could really take Isaiah Thomas nowadays.
I could take Isaiah Thomas on the Celtics. Remember when you said that?
Yeah, that's a little crazy. He was good for a little bit, but now he's and like it's kind of sad to see.
I don't even know what team he plays for anymore. Was it
I don't know either.
Wizards?
He was in the
Nuggets?
Wizards, got traded to the Clippers, got waived off the Clippers.
So he's a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I probably would sign like a team that needs what team that?
Oh yeah, he is a free agent. I remember you made the PowerPoint the one time, and you were looking at the guards. Yeah.
I'm still not going to pick him up for my team though.
You know how I have a hate burner against the Sixers. Guess has a hate burner against Isaiah Thomas. Why do you hate Isaiah Thomas so much?
I don't know. I think maybe even when he was at the Celtics, I'm like, this just isn't gonna win in the end.
In the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what started it, but he had some great performances. That was really
He was like
I
fourth for
felt bad for how the
this year.
Celtics shafted him, but again, it was the best move for the Celtics organization. So okay.
So next topic.
Okay, so in other news, the NBA, the second bubble for the NBA, like how they're gonna have all the bubbles where all the teams that didn't make the playoffs is gonna have another bubble that didn't make sense at all. They're not. It's unlikely that's gonna happen. Like we all knew that was gonna happen.
Who's gonna watch that anyway? Like I'm gonna watch the Pistons try out J. Cole versus the Wizards.
Dude, I don't want to see J. Cole on any NBA roster.
Wait, hasn't he done like some of those, the gyms where like Carmelo always goes off in his hoodie or something? Like, isn't he in those runs sometime?
Sometimes, but it's like he's like they posted a thing on Bleacher Report earlier or yesterday or something last night of him shooting corner threes in a gym with no contests or anything.
Yeah, like even Ben Simmons can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Manny,
exactly.
I beat you to it.
Yeah, so.
But Ben Simmons is also 6'10" and he can run an offense. I don't think 3'3" J. Cole can run an offense like that.
J. Cole's 6'2".
Yeah. 6'2", 3'3", same thing.
6'2", oh my gosh. That's like tall for us, but that's actually shorter than Steph Curry, so.
Not really tall for me. I'm 6'1".
I'm 6'4".
Tall for me. I'm only 6 foot.
Yeah, you're short.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, I mean, like, when I said tall for us, I mean, like, tall in the general population. But NBA, you're like lower 10th percentile.
Yeah, and Will's a midget, so.
Yeah, I am a midget.
Remember in 7th grade?
Yeah, I remember in 7th grade when he trucked me. You didn't do that, bro.
Oh my gosh, that's when we knew Manny was gonna be a football star.
Dude, if there was any cameras, I would watch that video and I would cringe. I would just go, oh, I just got knocked to the floor.
Manny be like, I did that too, but I just didn't have the cameras on at the time.
Yeah. So in other news, with all the recent teams like the Marlins and other teams getting corona and stuff, people say the MLB season might get canceled. What are you guys' thoughts about this?
I think
the MLB season has been such a joke so far. I'm not even watching it. I'm not even paying attention.
They're playing again, aren't they? I think the Marlins have ended up they're starting up again.
I know the Phillies are playing again,
which is ridiculous. No, but the Phillies didn't have any confirmed cases on the team.
The
Marlins
players,
had 15.
Yeah, they just can't do the bubble like everybody else. It just doesn't work. You know what I don't like? I feel like so many of the things that they're gonna do this season, they're gonna keep for the future. There's no way that they switch back to the no DH in the NL, which I hate because I like no DH because then if you're a manager, you actually have to make decisions. They're definitely keeping the DH in both leagues. Then these 7-inning doubleheaders where both the games have if you have like a doubleheader in a day, they're both 7 innings. That's stupid. That's just like bad for stats and stuff. It just doesn't make any sense. And
I like
me
the
as a
DH
fan, I don't because Joe Girardi can't help us as much because there's not as many coaching decisions to make. It's basically just the bullpen.
But then I don't get why they should have it in the AL. What's the difference? You know what I mean? Like they should, if they don't want it in the NL, they should have it.
Yeah,
not
but that's
in
just how it's been. Like AL, I understand. I
That's
kind of
what
like
you're saying.
that.
It's just
It
how
gives
it's
like
been.
a home away advantage. It's like a home away advantage, but
for the AL. But if the NL doesn't have it, then where's the advantage?
NL managers just have to coach. Like I like that aspect of it. like you have Nola is going off through 6 and you like it's the 7th inning and Nola's giving up no runs, but now you got 2 guys on and you got to pinch hit Aaron Nola. Like, do you pinch hit him or do you let him go for it, or now you have to make a decision. Do you make a double switch?
You know what makes me angry?
What?
Nola against the Yankees on what was the night? It was the day of the doubleheader, Wednesday, I think. It's a 7-inning game since it was a doubleheader. One earned run, 12 strikeouts, gets taken out in the 7th inning. There's bases loaded, 2 earned runs in the 7th inning, and no outs. So he pitched through 6 innings, 12 strikeouts, 1 earned run, and it was a dinger. Then the bullpen comes in for the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
Bases loaded, no outs, 2 earned runs already.
That's the kind of thing that Gabe Kapler would get crucified for.
It's not just Gabe Kapler; it's the bullpen.
No, I know. I'm saying, but like, if Gabe Kapler did something like that, and he did it too. Like, he would pull a starter early. And then
Yeah, but
bring in
it
the
wasn't
bullpen
early. It
and
was
get
the last
rocked.
inning of the game since it was a doubleheader.
Oh, 7-inning doubleheader. Yeah, let him finish the game.
I just don't get it. Yeah, exactly. He has 12 strikeouts.
That was like, I saw the stat. It was like only 3 Phillies pitchers, including Nola, have ever done that versus the Yankees.
Who would they be? Do you think? Or
Like,
do you
probably
know?
Roy Halladay, and then some old bull, probably. What's the
Yeah.
guy's name? The pitcher. He's like a retired number for us. Pitched here like 20 years.
There's
Whatever.
no clue.
Yeah, I can't think of it. But the other thing that I don't like, that if they keep this after this rule, it just ruins baseball. The extra innings, you put a runner on second with no outs. That's a single when you win the game. That's just so stupid. Like, it's a gimmick.
Yeah, that is. They just want the games to go faster. I understand that they want the games to go faster, but that's not baseball.
Yeah. I don't want them to keep these things around. I hate Rob
Because
Manfred.
imagine it's a must-win game. You're on the road, and then you're playing like your team is playing to make the playoffs. Last game of the season, and then they
Then the other
get
team
it.
goes,
They don't
the other
score.
team goes, bunt, sack fly, you lose.
Yeah, actually, that's actually it's a good point.
Yeah.
Honestly, in my opinion, I don't know what you guys were talking the whole entire time. I just zoned out.
Baseball stuff, man. You wouldn't get it.
Baseball stuff.
Well, like going back to like the topic at hand, like how people think the MLB might, like how they're handling the whole entire situation with the MLB. I feel like they should just did like I know like not have one bubble. I think they should have like multiple bubbles like in regions and areas. So like because our players are going home or going out, they're still going out, not like they're like not like they're staying in one area and like not leaving because they're still at risk of getting corona too. Am I right?
Yeah. The dude, the MLB players are all at risk of getting corona because they don't have the bubbles. So it's like they go home every other night after a
After a game.
series.
Yeah. And it's not like they went somewhere, but then their wife went grocery shopping and their wife
Yeah.
comes home and like something like that.
Exactly. And there's
Freddie Freeman
40
got
men on the roster.
coronavirus. Freddie Freeman got coronavirus and he had it really, really bad. Like, he was like 104-degree fever and he was like, I said a prayer because I was like, I'm not ready to go.
Jeez.
Like, he was so scared. I saw the interview with him. And then he still played on
Oh
a
my god. What else? I think it's just that easy for the baseball players to get corona because it's just one person goes home and
Yeah. The NBA bubble was great. They've done such a good job.
Yeah.
That would also be more fun because it's like you're with all your teammates, you're just chilling, and then boom, you're playing basketball in a really nice place.
Yeah, can the NBA 2K21 My Park please just be the NBA bubble? That's
Park
my wish.
affiliations. Park affiliations.
Like they literally did My Park because that's probably what it's like. You know, you're just running around and everybody else is a NBA player, and then you play your games or whatnot. You got the barber. You got I don't know. You got swags around the corner.
What about Spinelli? There's no Spinelli.
Spinelli lets you into your hotel room.
You got Boots, the Boots girl.
Who?
Boots. The
Oh,
Boots
the
girl.
Boost.
Oh. TJ Warren, he ran out of his 10-game jump shot boost.
I just saw this. Devin Booker posted his first 4-game winning streak.
That's kind of sad. I saw that yesterday.
Sad.
That's kind of sad.
Oh, God. How many years has he been in the league? 4?
Something
5?
Like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Same
That's
draft as
horrible.
Karl Anthony Towns, so.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's all the sports.
I think that draft was we got Jahlil Okafor. He was in that same draft.
Ooh.
Jahlil.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but I'm just trying to.
Kristaps Porzingis and Devin Booker.
Yeah, that was a pretty good draft actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, do we have anything for Formula One before we end off?
Yeah, there is another race this weekend for Formula One. It's at the same race as last week. Last week's dramatic blown tire finish. Oh my gosh! But it
came down to the last lap. One more lap and it would have been a different outcome.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton wouldn't have. Lewis Hamilton wouldn't have gotten the podium. I don't think.
No. Because if you look at Bottas, whose tire popped 3 laps before the end, he finished 11th. He didn't even get points that race.
Dude, Verstappen was this close, bro.
I think it was 5 seconds in the end. He was off. It was literally like the Piston Cup in cars. Where Lightning McQueen gets his tire explodes and he puts his tongue across the line to win. You have a boring race for 55 laps, and then at the end, it's just it just comes up and it's oh, guys are starting to have tire failures. 3 tire failures in the last 3 laps.
Yeah, that's oh my gosh.
But we're at the same track this week, and they're probably gonna have to be more cautious of tires, which means probably a little bit more strategy. Probably 2 pit stops this race instead of 1. And then what else is there? Oh yeah, PGA Championship for golf. I'm gonna watch it.
I'm not.
Fair enough. I think that's everything sports related.
So we've been waiting this for a month. Oh wait,
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Forgot about this.
Man.
Oh my gosh, I didn't want to beat you in Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait
brutal.
to see it crash and burn like his tire yesterday.
What should I say, boys? Give me a little something. Should I just be like?
You gotta be like, did it hurt?
You wanna hang?
Or
oh my gosh, Manny, shut up, bro.
Or
somebody said that in 7th grade.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Oh, I'm just saying. That's a nice one to go with.
Let's bite the bullet. Let's go for it.
Mm-hmm. Can we see the person?
No, that's not for me. That's just I'm gonna respect their privacy. I'm making a phone call here.
Can we see it? Can we hear it? Or
yeah. I'll turn it up. Oh shit! It's not gonna work. Wait. I'm gonna FaceTime audio. Sorry for those 2 curse words.
I gotta bleep it out now. Gosh.
Yeah, bleep that out, please. I'm in my basement. I get no reception here, so I'm gonna have to do a FaceTime audio. Yo.
Hello?
I was just wondering. I know you're in Seattle next week, but I was just wondering after you come back if you wanted to hang out sometime.
Sure.
Yeah. We can talk about specifics later because it's like a week out now. But you could just come over here, or we could go somewhere. I don't care.
Okay.
That sounds cool.
Yep.
Okay, we'll talk about it more like in a week or whatever. Okay, see you.
Sheesh. Yo,
Yo,
yeah.
yo, okay. That takes guts. That takes guts.
I'm glad I'm done with it now. Like we're done with it.
I
Yeah, I
don't
knew
know
she was gonna be gone for. She's gonna be gone for the next week, but I don't know what we'll do. But
Yeah. So that's pretty sure
Dude,
that's
I would've
all we
been
have right here.
scared. I would've
We gotta
been
do another
scared.
one of those challenges because I want to get involved with it too. You know, make you guys lose.
yeah, let's get
My
Manny to lose, and he
My
has to
basketball
call.
knowledge is just too OP against you guys.
How about I
But
make it next time?
have
I'll
to
make it
make it.
Jeopardy.
No, I'd
I-
have to make it. I was the winner.
Yeah, but I could just make it, like and then be a contestant. I'll make it, and I'll be a contestant.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
We gotta have some guest stars on there too. So so that's all we have for here today for Dantes Pod. Guests grew some balls today, and if you guys watching from YouTube, make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn the notification on now, so we can give us like a hot take, so we can react to it. If you guys watching from Anchor, make sure you guys to give us a little voice message. Follow us on Anchor, on Spotify. Follow on Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars and subscribe. And on TikTok, make sure you guys follow us on TikTok too. You know, before TikTok gets banned.
Let's go.
Haven't posted
baby.
I haven't posted a TikTok on there in a while, so
Yeah, you gotta get some clips on there.
yeah. And I think that's all. You guys got anything else to say?
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good. Pretty
Okay,
interesting
and that's
episode.
all. And the Sixers still suck.